very good day to Doctor. My name is EE20501. I'm from Group 1, Section 3, and today I'm going to present an introduction of the electrical wiring installation for landing circuit in one NOS lamp controlled by one unit one-way switch. So, first I'm going to explain about what is a radial circuit wiring and a ring circuit wiring. Okay, for radial circuit, it is fed from one power source to another before continuing on to another. So it's just only a one-way circuit going from the power source to the end of the socket. It's not going to return to its distribution board. So radial circuit is developed in an earlier stage of electrical wiring system. So compared to the ring circuit, a ring circuit will offer two separate wires for each connected socket, one for a line, one for a neutral, and one for a protecting earth. So that the load is uniformly distributed between the two directions. The amperage in each direction is half of the total, enabling the use of the wire with the half the current carrying capacity of the whole. The ring circuit wiring will protect the overcurrent situations, and it is connected by a ring stages, so it can be connected from the distribution board or the power source to the socket and returned to the distribution board. So it is more safety compared to the radial circuit wiring diagram. Okay, so the vast majority of the current sockets nowadays are using ring circuits because that the cable will exits the consumer unit and goes to each socket on the main, and when we reach the final socket, it returns to the consumer unit, resulting in a formation of a ring of connection. So the benefits of this connection is that the electricity will reach the sockets in both directions. So it will reducing the amount of power that must be carried across the wires in the circuits. So it is more electrical safe and electrically efficient and more safety. That's it for my introduction. Thank you.
So this is the final look of the house plan, our house plan for this experiment 2. It shows the connection of MCB1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to every outlet sockets in at every location in this house, such as at garage, living room, guest room, bedroom 2, laundry, kitchen, store, toilet 1, bedroom 1, and toilet 2. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Very good morning to all the lecturers who is watching this video presentation. My name is Lee Jinjo. I'm going to present with you about discussion part and also the question part for the exercise 2 in Lab EE20501. The first question is, what is the difference between radial circuit and ring circuit in electrical wiring installation? So the answer from our group is a radial circuit goes to the point of use and does not return to the consumer unit or field box, whereas a ring circuit goes to the point of use and must return to the consumer unit or the fuel box. Next, a 32 ampere radius circuit requires a 4mm square cable, whereas a 32 amperes ring circuit only requires 2.5mm square cables. The second question is explain the purpose of a natural cable in electrical wiring installation. So, a natural cable completes the circuit by creating a path of current back to the power source. When a hot wire has initialized the beginning of a circuit, indicates current circulation through the electrical system completely, which allows electricity to be fully utilized. Hence, the faulty or excess current can be avoided from residing in the socket outlet. So the discussion from our group is based on the figure that we have drawn. 06 MCB, which is the miniature circuit breaker we have used for our housing area, has only two types, which is 22 ampere and also 20 ampere. All the MCB we use has a higher value since we have considered from every different ideas. As we all know, the purpose of to install the MCB in our housing area is to protect our wiring system and also the electrical device. Even with a higher value of MCB will make it less sensitivity, but it will make us easier when we need to add socket outlet in the future during the renovation. Once the excess current happen, this is the use or the function of MCB. Once the excess current happens, the bimetallic strip within the MCB heat band and trip. It's allowed releasing a switch that moves the electrical contact point apart to confine the arc electrical discharge. The arc is divided and cooled by an insulated metal strip called the arc chute to fix the fault so that the contacts can close again and then reset the MCB. That is all from my presentation. Thank you very much.
Doctor, my name is Dana Ganifan, EE19007. Then I'm going to do a conclusion on my Lab2 BV20501. Okay, a radio circuit is a type of band power circuit used to power outlets and magnetic features in some homes. Radio circuits will only transfer electricity from one point to another by connecting each point with a single wire. So it will start from a distributed board to the sockets and will not return it to the distribution or the power source again. Okay. On the other hand, the ring circuit will protect against overcurrents issues, like it's going to power a large number of sockets and require high rated overcurrent circuit breakers. Because it's connected to a ring, the power source will be connected to the sockets and return it to the distribution box. So it will be more safer and less power to use to be transferred through the wires, because the energy can be reached to secure sockets from both directions. And 90% of our nowadays electrical circuits is using ring circuit. In our experiment, we are considering about 32 ampere and 20 ampere during areas, and we'll be using higher miniature circuit breakers since the MCB will protect our wire system and electrical device more safely. Okay. And for the difference of the ring and radial circuits, that it is the radial circuit uses 4mm square cables, whereas ring circuit will use a 2.5mm square cables in both 32 amperes circuit system. While for the neutral wire, that when a circuit is started by the hot wire, a neutral wire completes the circuit, returning current to power source. So this will cause that the defective or the suppressed current will be left out of the circuit itself. So the electrical system is fully used. Thank you. This is my conclusion.